When we walk together, look what we can achieve. Our Tennessee Valley grows in prosperity. Here's a house for Robin in a friendly neighborhood. We're climbing up the summit and we're all sharing the goods without the hassle, without the fuss. TVFCU, a place for all of us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another one of Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union's mortgage seminars. We've got a little bit something different to start off 2022 this year. First off, I want to introduce two of my guests today. We have mortgage originator Wendy Gibson. Hey, Wendy, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. And we've got Jessica here as well, Jessica Parrish, who is our mortgage originator as well. Hey, Jessica, how's it going?
Hey, going
Good.
well.
All right. First off, I'll tell a little bit about myself for those that if it's your first time tuning in with us. My name is Brian Fryer. I am the mortgage sales manager at Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union here in the mortgage department. Been in the mortgage business, 2022 is about 24 years now. I've been with TVFCU for about 14 years, going on 14 years. And been in a mortgage sales manager capacity for several years now. Quite a bit of experience in the mortgage business. Seen a lot of the, seen a little bit of the lows, seen a lot of the highs. Here again, going to give a little bit of our expertise and some of our experience, and going to hand over to Wendy. Wendy, tell a little bit about yourself and what areas you cover for the credit union.
Okay. Well, I have been with the credit union almost 3 years. And I am primarily in the Cleveland, Athens area. But of course, we serve anybody that calls us. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and Jessica, everybody might hear me call her JP. That's her nickname that I've given her years ago. So, JP, you want to tell a little bit about your experience and yourself and what areas you cover here at the credit union?
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I cover the North Georgia area for the credit union. I have been here at the credit union for going on 7 years now.
Oh, well, great. So love having you both here today. I know you both bring a wealth of knowledge in the mortgage industry and your experience, and you're going to tell us a little bit about some of your stories about 2021, about what you've done for some of the membership, and then we're also going to lead that into hints and tips for 2022 to if you're looking to purchase or refinance in this very volatile real estate world we're in right now. So it's some people, it's a little scary, but hey, this is it's still business. People are still buying, selling, refinancing. That's why we're here to walk you through the process and help you with that. I recommend to anyone, if you're looking at purchasing or refinance, make sure you're talking to an expert in their field to help you along with that process. We hope you work with TVFCU. We have several originators, including Wendy and Jessica here with us today, but they definitely can walk you through the process and help you through that little bit of a volatile world we're in right now. So first off, I'm going to talk about maybe some tips and hints. Well, I'm sorry, we're going to lead into our success stories. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. But let's talk a little bit about 2021. Everybody knows it's been an interesting year. We thought 2020 was an interesting year. Wow, 2021 was that was one for the books. I remember coming into this year almost exactly 1 year ago to this date, reading all the reports about mortgage rates were going to be going up in the first quarter of the year. Refinancing was going to slow down. The housing market was not nearly as tight as it is right now. I think I saw the average homeowners home in the Chattanooga area gained in value about $50,000, if I'm not mistaken, is what I heard last, which is incredible in a 12-month period. But fast forward now, here we are, January 2022, and mortgage rates stayed low through 2021, actually lowered. So historically low. We have seen them go up slightly recently. Again, though, I like to remind everybody, because I, like Wendy and Jessica, have been in this business for a little while. We've seen rates when a good rate was 7.5%, 8%, 9%. That was a good rate back in the 90s. I remember in the late 90s. 4.5% is still a very good rate, historically speaking. So mortgage rates stayed low through 2021. A lot of people took advantage of refinancing. And I know that's going to kind of lead me to Wendy right now. You've got a success story on a refinance for us you want to tell us about. So, Wendy, I'll let you take it from
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yes, 2021 was absolutely a phenomenal year. A lot of success stories, but the one that really stuck out in my mind was I had a member call in. He had purchased his home, I think back in 2005. He was a single guy at that time. Since then, he's gotten married. His family grew. So basically, he was calling in to want to look at trying to do like a home equity line of credit or a renovation loan. So when he had sent me all of his information, I started looking at his mortgage statement. I was like, wait, we actually need to look at doing a total refinance for you and just pulling that cash out so you can do those renos. And basically, we got him a savings of like 9.45 to the low fours. So that was it was not only a savings on his payment's less, and he got money out to add to his home. And of course, his family they're ecstatic. So
Yeah.
that makes you feel good when you're helping somebody. So
Wow, 9%.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a rate like that, like I
Yeah.
said, since probably the late 90s, early 2000s. But I think I read somewhere Monday an article that said something like 5 million U.S. homeowners missed out on the refinance boom when rates were super low earlier
Right.
last year. And again,
Right.
still super low. Like you said, you got this gentleman
Yeah.
from a 9% to in the
Yeah.
fours, low fours. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
as they always say, excuse
Yeah.
me, you want your interest rate, you want to cut it by 2 points or 2%. In this
Yeah.
case, cut it in
Yeah.
half, and
Oh
so
yeah. Yeah.
got him a really
Yeah.
good deal. Um,
Total success story for
Little
them.
success
Yes,
story. And I know
absolutely.
there
Yeah.
are a lot of people probably still sitting out there right now that are sitting on,
Mhm.
5, 6, 7, 8% rates, that
Right.
it might be good for them to look at refinancing sometimes. One of the things I always, when it comes to refinances, and I've always kind of said this in my career, is most people when they purchase a home, they're younger, they take out a 30-year mortgage, a 30-year fix, which is
Right.
that's very
Right.
common in the United States. Everybody does it, but they live in the home, build a little equity, and they're in their career they start making a little bit more money, so they may want to look at refinancing to a 15-year fixed or a 10-year fixed to be on a shorter time period, and the rates are really good on the shorter term too. And also too, another savings is the overall interest that you pay back. So if you could shave off, 10 years of interest, 15 years of interest, that would be
Right.
fantastic. Um,
Yeah.
I know
Absolutely.
everybody's goal is to have their home paid off as quickly as possible. So, hey, get ready for that retirement or get ready for those kids going to college.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
And still talking about refinances, I know something we are seeing too. People that may have already refinanced, but yet they may need to do something to the house, or they have something they want to finance or pay off. What would you recommend? Let's say I refinanced in 2021, and I've got a 15-year fix, and I'm sitting at 2.25% interest rate. That's a fantastic rate. That's almost like
Right.
free money. What
Right.
would you recommend? Let's say, hey, I want to do some renovations to the home.
And that's what I'm getting a lot of those calls right now. I'm sure Jessica is too. And yeah, you don't want to touch that interest rate because you got a great rate, but let's tap into your equity and let's look at doing either your home equity line of credit that leaves that sitting there waiting for you. So when you need it, you just pull on it. Or if you've already got that project and we can look at doing that fixed rate second. So yeah, a lot of great equity programs right now to let you use your equity that you work for. So
Yeah, yeah, and
yeah,
and while keeping that low interest rate on that first mortgage and not touching that.
right,
I know in some circumstances I've looked at some deals where somebody might have refinanced, but they missed out or didn't pay off some debt, or they may need to take out a large sum. Sometimes it is
right,
better to, even if that rate is super low, maybe refinance the whole thing and have one payment. But that's something
right.
that you'll want to talk to an expert, like you, Wendy, or
Sure,
Jessica, and look at your options
sure.
because everybody likes options because, hey, yeah, I've got this great low interest rate, but it might be better for me to combine everything and just go ahead and put it in one payment. The rate
Right.
may be not the target rate that I wanted, what it was at 4, 5, 6 months ago, but it's still a very good, affordable rate, and you get it all in one payment. So that's something people need to be cognizant of and look at too in their situation.
When we walk together, look what we can achieve. Our Tennessee Valley grows in prosperity. Here's a house for Robin in a friendly neighborhood. We're climbing up the summit and we're all sharing the goods without the hassle, without the fuss. TVFCU, a place for all of us.